Vanakkam, Namaskara and good afternoon. This is Nagarjun Dwarkanath and you're watching SoSouth here on India Today, where we get you all the flavors from the south over the next 30 minutes. And joining me today are my team of colleagues, Sagai Raj from Belgaum, Anaga Keshav from Chennai, Apurva Jayachandran from Vijayawada, Shivi Mol from Trivandrum as well. First up to Sagai. Sagai, what's the story for the day? Is it still CM versus the Deputy CM?
Yes, the drama of CM versus Deputy CM continues even in Belagavi. Apart from that, there is also another story where Chief Minister has spent close to 47 crore rupees for 2.5 years in travelling in private aircraft and helicopter. And apart from that, there is another story where Raju, the Congress MLA, have demanded a separate statehood for North Karnataka.
Shibimol, what's the headline from Kerala today?
Well, Naga, the quantum of punishment in the actress assault case will be pronounced by the Ernakulam Principal Sessions Court. The argument started around 12 o'clock and it's ongoing. It's almost to the final stages is what we're understanding. So the convicts have already expressed their side to the judge before the judgment will be pronounced. So we're expecting that in a short while. In other news, Rahul Mangutathil MLA, after absconding for the last 15 days, has finally reappeared and he even went on to cast his vote yesterday. So these are the two stories that's making headlines in Kerala.
Anaga Keshav, what are you bringing us today?
Well, in fact, it's the Rajinism Day in Tamil Nadu. Rajinikanth has turned 75 today, and it's also 50 years of Rajinikanth at the cinemas. In fact, his iconic film Padayappa has found a re-release today in Tamil Nadu, so we'll be getting you a lot of fan reactions as to what really transpired at the iconic theatres here in Chennai's Rohini Theatre and Kasi Theatre. Apart from that, we also have politics that always brews in the state of Tamil Nadu. There is in fact a hearing that's underway at the Madras High Court's Madurai bench regarding the Tiruparankundram Hill. So we'll be bringing you updates on both these stories.
Can't wait to see that Rajini element, Anaga. Up next is Abdul Bashir. Abdul, what's the headline for the day from Hyderabad?
Well, a major setback for movie Akhanda, where its premiere is set to begin today, Akhanda 2, but the Telangana High Court has put a halt to its price hike. A government order was issued. So details coming ahead. And another breaking that we have is that Telangana Minister Konda Surekha lands into legal trouble after the court issues a non-bailable warrant against her in a case filed by KTR, in a criminal defamation case filed by KTR. What happens next, we'll see in this bulletin.
Apurva Jayachandran, what's the headline from Vijayawada?
Well, in fact, it's a tragic incident that took place here in Andhra Pradesh in Alluri, Sitharama district. Earlier this morning, over 9 persons have been found dead and over 20 who have previously sustained injuries in a tragic accident here. We're getting more details on the same. Rescue operations have concluded and all injured victims have been brought back to the hospital.
Thank you, Apurva. And today we have politics, cinema, Rajini's birthday, Akhanda movie, all packed in the next 30 minutes. But let's begin the bulletin with stories coming in from Karnataka. It's once again that there is no end to the power tussle here in Karnataka after 2 rounds of breakfast meeting to diffuse tensions. Once again, the southern state in Karnataka is witnessing show of strength from both the camps. A day after the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah held a Akhanda legislator dinner at Firoz Seth's residence, now Deputy Chief Minister Shivakumar has convened a parallel dinner meeting with his close aide and others as well. More than 50 MLAs at a farmhouse on the outskirts of Belagavi city. The gathering sparked intense political buzz amid the ongoing assembly session. Shivakumar claimed that this was not a political meeting and everyone gathered for the invitation of a former district president. However, the lack of back-to-back dinner meeting and the signals that they send have added the new layer to intriguing the Congress internal power dynamics in Karnataka. Listening to voices on the story.
ಯಾವ ಊಟನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನ ಮಾಜಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. 15 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಪ್ಪ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರು, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದವನೇನು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವನಿಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಊಟ ಇವತ್ತು ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ, ರಾಗಿ ಮುದ್ದೆ ಸಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾವನೆ. ಬೇಡ ನಂಗಾಗಿತ್ತ ನನಗೆ ದಿನ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಊಟ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದವರು. ಹಂಗೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ದಿನ ಹೋಗೋದು. ನಾಳಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೇಟ್ ಕರೆದವ್ರೆ, ಆಸು ಸೇಟ್ ಕರೆದವ್ರೆ, ಫಿರೋಜ್ ಸೇಟ್ ಕರೆದವ್ರೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ದಿನ ಹೋಗೋದು.
DCM and CM is not in terms of seeing each other. See, position has become so worst for the shake of power. So we have to see in the future. See, in the name of the vote chori, they wanted to travel to Delhi to meet the higher ups. So this is the situation in Karnataka.
People invite you, they will choose whom to invite. You see, it is not an official dinner organized by any of them. It is not that whoever is the host. Feroz said every time there is an assembly session here, he hosts dinner. He calls few people and he will host dinner. And he has called the DCM also. He was saying that I am a vegetarian, what will I eat there? And he has not come. We cannot make an issue out of it.
Joining me, Sagai Raj, live on the same story. Sagai, is this a counter dinner that DK Shivakumar had planned, or was it another just a regular meeting that all of the get-together happened because they were all in Belgaum? What do you read into this?
So if you notice that both of them are having separate dinner meeting, and if you notice that all are Congress leaders, but both of them are not having dinner together. On the other day, it was Sitharama who was seen with his loyalists in dinner at Feroz State's residence. And thereafter, yesterday, DK Shivakumar was seen with the former KPCC president of Belagavi district for dinner. But both of them were not together, and all our Congress leaders, however, they have given a clarification that DK Shivakumar doesn't have non-vegetarian food. That is the reason he didn't join Feroz State's dinner. Whereas yesterday's meeting, Siddaramaiah was busy, according to Congress sources. So they are giving excuses, but they are not having, or they are not meeting each other, as BJP claims that they are not even making eye contact even inside the assembly. This clearly shows that everything is being divided within Congress.
Thank you, Sagai. And the next story is from Karnataka once again. The Karnataka fight for the Chief Minister chair is no longer in the backstage. It's now playing out in the full public view, with the Congress High Command remaining silent. Tensions between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar have erupted inside the assembly and the council as well. And the BJP is cashing in from sharp taunts to unusual polite overtunes, and the political theatre is only interesting and intensifying here in Karnataka. Take a look at this report.
In Karnataka, the fight for the chair is no longer a whisper. It is a full-blown spectacle. With the Congress High Command still silent on who gets what, the BJP is turning up the political heat. From mocking the grand old party on social media, through meme fest, now it has spilled into full-blown theatre of the absurd in the House. In the Legislative Council, leader of opposition Chalavadi Narayan Swamy accused rivals of questioning the Chief Minister's grip on the chair. Siddaramaiah hit back blunt and short.
ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇರ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚೇರ್ ಅತಂತ್ರ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
DK Shivakumar ಅವರೀಗ.
And if the Legislative Council saw sparks, the Assembly saw taunts fly. The Deputy Chief Minister's unusual contrite behavior drawing a mocking response from the Saffron Party.
ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ರತೆಯಿಂದ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. CWC ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ, ರಿವೈಸ್ಡ್ DPR ಕೂಡ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ.
DK Shivakumar ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ನಯ ವಿನಯ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ಇದು ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಶ್ವತ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥದೊಂದು ಹಾಡಿದೆ, ಕಾಣದ ಕಡಲಿಗೆ ಅಂಬಲಿಸಿದೆ ಮನ ಸೇರಬಲ್ಲನೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹಾಡು. ಡಿ.ಕೆ. ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರೀಗ ಕಾಣುವ ಕುರ್ಚಿಗೆ ಅಂಬಲಿಸಿದೆ ಮನ ಕೂರಬಲ್ಲನೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಅಂತ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ನಯ ವಿನಯ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು. ಸುನೀಲ್ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋರು ಸರ್ ನಾವು. ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಯ ವಿನಯ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸು ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗನ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
With the High Command still tight-lipped, the Congress leadership crisis hangs in limbo. But the political storm it has triggered has only intensified. With Sagai Raj, Bureau Report, India Today.
And it's clearly drama unfolding in the assembly, but BJP taunting the government, in fact, especially the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister about the ongoing tussle at this point of time. So this will continue till December 21st in Belgaum as well. And moving on, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is in the eye of a storm over his air travel expense. The newly released document by the government records revealed that state government has spent more than 47 crores on his helicopter and special aircraft travel between May 2023 to November 2025. The records reveal that during this period, the government booked 180 helicopter flights and also special flight trips during this period as well. That costed the exchequer rupees 47 crores. This has been given BJP a fresh ammunition to Congress to corner the Congress government. BJP alleged that Siddaramaiah, who once criticized the High Command and the government spending, himself used helicopters extensively even when road conditions had improved and when the travel time was considerably reduced. Meanwhile, Karnataka government maintains that the expenses were as per protocol and were necessary for governance. Karnataka government also highlighted that these air travels were in emergency review meetings and emergency scheduled meetings as well. Listen into the voices.
They are using the exchequer money like a water. Even for the small distances, they are going by air. To Mysore also, it is 140 kilometers. See, in 1.5 hours, they can reach Mysore. But still they wanted to go by air. Like that, they are using the public money for their fancy. So this is not correct, but people are unhappy with this government.
नया सोशलिस्ट सिद्धरामैया जी के जैसे लोग रहता है, ट्यूबलाइट वॉच पहनता है और हेलीकॉप्टर और फ्लाइट से जाता है, बाद में कहता है हम सोशलिस्ट है, ऐसा कहता है. नया सोशलिस्ट मतलब स्व मजावादी.
At times it is logistics will demand that he may require to go quicker by travel, and also all these issues of security and all those things, sometimes urgent requirements where you suddenly plan to go, then you block off the time. There are so many things that go into it, and it is not his individual decision. It is a decision taken at the government level as to how he must travel, when he must travel, and these things. I don't think we must make a big issue of it.
In fact, this has given an ammunition to the opposition BJP party that Siddaramaiah comes from a socialist background, and how is that possible? He has spent so much on just air travel, especially the chartered aircraft as well as helicopter. 47 such crores spent over the last few months, 2023 May to 2025 November, and majority of the trips are taken to his home district in Mysore. Usually the Mysore-Bangalore road trip itself is of a duration of 90 minutes, but now the BJP is asking questions to the Chief Minister as to why would you travel in chopper and chartered flight to Mysore instead of taking the road and not adhering to the socialist ideology as well. This was the ammunition that BJP got, and they latched on to it over the last one day in the assembly, questioning the Congress government as the ideology and the need of spending exchequer's money. Sagai Raj is live with me on this. Sagai, what is the defense of the government of spending such humongous money on air travel, and is it true that the BJP also used to spend the same amount when they were in government?
So if you notice that both the governments, both the chief minister, when they were in power, they always used to travel using private aircraft and helicopter. And this time BJP is targeting, stating that when you don't have funds for development, when your own MLAs are claiming that you don't have funds, even Raju has demanded that there should be a separate state food for North Karnataka because you are not giving funds for development. And there are MLAs who say that because of guarantee schemes there are no funds. Whereas Chief Minister himself has spent close to 20 crore rupees a year. 2.5 years, 47 crore rupees which has been spent by Chief Minister for hiring private aircraft and helicopter, where BJP calls him as a Majawadi, is not a Samajawadi, and they have called him that he's a hypocrite when it comes to claiming himself as a socialist. And they have also hit him, stating that when you can travel on Mysuru Expressway within 90 minutes, he takes more time to reach by traveling helicopter, by reaching airport, and thereafter from airport to Mysuru, and from Mysuru to going to his destination. So they have questioned him that why he need to take a private chopper 20 times. He has traveled highest time to Mysuru, which is his hometown, using private aircrafts.
Well, that's absolutely true. It's questionable that how can a 90-minute road trip be taken through air and helicopters, irrespective of what their meeting was. And definitely the BJP is asking questions in assembly at this point of time. These were the stories today from Karnataka. And now we will be moving on to the neighboring state of Kerala, and Shibi Mole will take it from here.
Thank you, Nagarjun. Well, expelled Congress MLA Rahul Mangutathil has reappeared yesterday after being missing, after being absconding since the last 15 days. Now remember, he's reappeared after he got protection of arrest in the first rape case sexual assault case registered against him from the Kerala High Court, and also getting an anticipatory bail in the second case of sexual assault registered against him. He arrived at around 4:45 p.m. at the St. Sebastian School at Kunnattur made at around 4:45 to cast his vote for the local body polls, the second phase of local body polls that was underway in Palakkad. He cast his vote. He did not speak much to the media. He just said that whatever he had to say is before the court. Whatever is said against him is also before the court. And now the court will decide and the truth will come out. This is the only thing that he said. Following which, he went on to his MLA office, he checked the files, he started interacting with the locals as well as the workers as if nothing had happened. Now, the Congress here has also been divided, considering that there is a group in the party itself who are supporting Rahul Mangutathil right now. Though he has been suspended, the KPCC president last day said that the second complaint, though he has been expelled, the KPCC president last day said that the second complaint against the expelled MLA looks like a politically motivated one. Now, the opposition leader V.D. Sadish had dismissed KPCC president's statement, saying that Rahul has been expelled. He's no longer a member of the Congress party. So, in that case, there's no point in talking about him, is what opposition leader V.D. Sadishan said. Listen to Rahul, what Rahul said yesterday.
എനിക്കെതിരെ പറയാനുള്ളതും ഏറ്റവും ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കോടതിയുടെ മുൻപാകെയുണ്ട്. ഇനി കോടതി തീരുമാനിക്കും, സത്യം ചെയ്യും. എനിക്കെതിരെ പറയാനുള്ളതും ഏറ്റവും ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കോടതിയുടെ മുൻപാകെയുണ്ട്. ഇനി കോടതി തീരുമാനിക്കും, സത്യം ചെയ്യും.
Well, with breaking coming in, the quantum of punishment in the actress assault case to the 6 convicts will be declared at 3:30 p.m. today by the Ernakulam Principal Sessions Court. At 11:30, the Ernakulam Principal Sessions Court started hearing arguments. All the 6 convicts were produced before the court. They came and asked for leniency in the punishment. The first accused, the prime accused in the case, Sunil Kumar, said that he has an ailing mother at home, so there should be a leniency when it comes to punishment. The second accused, Martin Anthony, who drove the car in which the actress was gang raped, pleaded for leniency, saying that he was not involved in the crime. He broke down before the court, saying that there should be some consideration given. Now, all the arguments by the convicts have been heard by the court. The prosecution said that maximum punishment should be granted to all the 6 convicts. The court asked the prosecution if the same punishment granted to the first convict, accused, the first convict in the case, should be given to the 2 to 6 accused also, because the first one, Sunil Kumar, was the one who committed this crime. He was the one who was directly involved in it, while others supported him. So does it stand that, same punishment should be given to the other accused, other convicts also in the case? And the prosecution said that they were all part of the same conspiracy. Considering that, same and equal punishment should be given to all the 6 convicts is what the prosecution said. Now remember, there have been multiple allegations against the verdict, with many people from various corners raising questions regarding how this 8th accused, Dilip, was not found guilty. The court mainly made 2 points here. If anybody wants to give an opinion, if anybody wants to criticize, they should first read the judgment and then only make any kind of statements. Secondly, the court also asked the prosecution if it should make a judgment based on what the society wants to hear or based on legal aspects. So we're waiting for the punishment at around 3:30, and also the detailed judgment which is going to show why exactly the 8th accused was not found guilty in the case. Well, that's all we have from the Kerala segment. Over to my colleague Apurva with all the stories that's making headlines in the state of Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you, Shivi. There's a tragic incident that unfolded earlier this morning in Andhra Pradesh in Alluri, Sitharama district. In fact, what we are getting to learn from sources is that a private bus had toppled nearby a rough terrain in the Ghat region in Alluri Sitharama district, right near Chinturu, here in ASR district. We are getting to learn that 9 people have unfortunately lost their lives in this incident, while over 20 people who have sustained grievous injuries have been admitted in nearby hospitals. According to ASR SP, what we are getting to learn is that there were 37, including 35 passengers, and 2, that is a driver and a staff, who were also admitted after they sustained grievous injuries. Relief and rescue measures had gone on well until 7-8 a.m. this early morning after the accident had taken place. Police are suspecting that rash driving and the rough terrain in the Ghat region is likely suspecting to be one of the reasons for which this accident had taken place. Let's listen into what the SP has said.
సుమారు 5:20 సమయంలో మాకు చింతూరు సర్కిల్లో మోతుగూడెం పిఎస్ గల ఈ మారేడుమిల్లి చింతూరు ఘాటిలో ఒక బస్సు పడిపోయింది, అందులో కొంతమంది చనిపోయారని చెప్పేసి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వచ్చిందండి. ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వచ్చిన వెంటనే మేము ఏఎన్ఎస్ పార్టీ మా ఆఫీసర్లకు అందరికీ తెలియజేసి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరినీ రెస్క్యూ చేసాం సార్. ఈ యాక్సిడెంట్లో ఒక 9 మెంబర్స్ చనిపోయారు సార్, ఒక 23 మెంబర్స్ వరకు ఇంజ్యూర్డ్ అయ్యారు సార్. వీళ్ళందరినీ కూడా మన సిఎస్సి చింతూరుకి షిఫ్ట్ చేసాం సార్. ఈ యాక్సిడెంట్కి డ్రైవర్ నిర్లక్ష్యమే కారణం అని చెప్పేసి ప్రాథమికంగా మేము అనుకుంటున్నాం సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Sir, please let us know how many people are so far injured and any number of casualties, sir?
So this bus total 35 passengers and driver and cleaner were there.
Okay.
So of the 37, 9 persons died.
Okay.
Of this remaining 22 passengers have been shifted to hospital, but 4 are critically injured.
Right.
Of remaining 6 are safe.
Okay.
And this happened in the early hours today in the morning, or between 4:30 to 5 o'clock in between. So this being a non-signal area, so the information also reached little late.
Okay.
So there's no signal in that particular area.
So, but all rescue operations are completed, or is it still going?
From this accident spot.
We, Andhra Pradesh Congress Committee, is expressing its deepest condolences to the families of the deceased families, and we demand the government of Andhra Pradesh. We have been observing so many accidents in Andhra Pradesh since 1 year. So government also must take necessary steps to prevent the speedy and negligence driving of the drivers also. So this is very unfortunate, and we express our deepest condolences to the families.
But in fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also offered his condolences and offered next gratia for the families of the victims, as well as amount for those who are receiving treatment at hospitals here in the district. That's all from the state of Andhra Pradesh. Let's move on to my neighboring Telugu state of Telangana. My colleague Abdul Bashir brings you the latest.
Sudden break to the price hike of Akhanda 2 movie, the premiere shows which were scheduled to held today. Now here, this comes after a government order that was issued by the Home Department of Telangana government on 10th of December, allowing price hike of rupees 50 to single screens and rupees 100 to the multiplexes per ticket. Now after this order was issued, a petition was filed in the Telangana High Court, and the High Court had heard the matter on priority and halted or suspended this government order, asking as to what was the reason and what was the hurry up that the government has cleared such a price hike for the premier shows. Well, this order, which was given for the 12th, 13th and 14th, that is today, tomorrow and day after, for the price hike for the premier shows that were to be held of Akhanda 2, now has been put on halt, and the tickets were had to be sold on the regular prices itself. Well, listen in what the arguing counsel in this particular case, Vijay Gopal, has to say.
We moved the court because price hike of 600 rupees for a premiere show and price hike of 50 rupees and 100 rupees for single screen theatres and multiplexes was again allowed by the Telangana government for 3 days for Akhanda 2 movie, which is contrary to the law. And despite the Honorable Court having suspended such memos and orders in the past in 4 different occasions, they continue to issue such orders, which proves that the concerned department and concerned officer, Mr. C.V. Anand, or the principal secretary for that matter, who he is today, have no regard for the law and order and have no respect for the court of the highest court of the land. And the Honorable Court was of serious view as to why in less than 48 hours of the Honorable Court's orders, which said not to issue such price hikes again, they ended up issuing one more such order. So why suo motu contempt should not be issued against the concerned officer was a question that was posed to the state, which is expected to answer tomorrow in the court as to why they continue to issue such orders. And for the time being, the Akhanda movie's price hikes orders is suspended.
Well, that is all we have from the state of Telangana. Moving on to a neighboring state, Tamil Nadu, Anaga will take us through. Over.
Well, in fact, the row over the Tiruparankundram hill is still persisting in Tamil Nadu. Today, there was a hearing in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court where it was hearing a plea by the Chief Secretary and the ADGP law and order challenging the Madras High Court's order summoning them to appear before the Madras High Court on December 17th. And in that hearing, the Tamil Nadu government has questioned the fundamental existence of the Deebathoon itself. In fact, the Tamil Nadu government has questioned, is there any supporting document to prove that this particular stone lamp pillar is in fact a customary practice where the Hindu devotees used to light lamp before the year 1920. That's the kind of fundamental question that the Tamil Nadu government has put forth, because for the last 100 years, it has been a traditional practice to light a lamp near the Uchi Pillayar temple, which is at a lower portion of the hill. But now, since the petitioner, the Hindu devotee side petitioner, now had filed a plea requesting for a change in position to shift it to a place which is very close to Dargah, now the Tamil Nadu government has questioned that particular practice, questioning is it even a customary practice to light a lamp near the stone lamp pillar. The government says it is undoubtedly a stone pillar, but is it a stone lamp pillar is what the Tamil Nadu government has questioned. In fact, the hearing is still underway while we report, and once the verdict comes out, we'll be able to bring you more updates. But this is the big breaking that's coming in from Tamil Nadu government, questioning the very existence of Deebathoon and even questioning the particular practice of lighting a lamp at the Deebathoon.